Hey, what's up, my friends? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to another episode. Why is cold calling a cuss word? It kind of is, right? And marketers are brilliant. They're like, never cold call a person again, or why I've never made a cold call. And what it's doing is it's feasting on the fears of people that for whatever reason, they've looked at cold calling like it's literally a cuss word, like it's, oh my gosh, holy smokes. Now, look, here's the thing. And most of the people that follow me are involved in network marketing and direct selling, but I'm certain this would apply to any sales occupation. And yes, network marketing, direct selling is sales. It is a selling business. We move products to end users. We build a team. And in order for us to build a team, we have to prospect and present and get our business in front of people. So yes, I think having sales skills is important. But I just think it's really interesting how, why is it a cuss word? Is it, look, I've done plenty of cold calling in my life. I've done a ton of cold calling. And I understand that when you get into cold calling, it's, I'm calling somebody that I don't know. I don't know what to expect. What's going to happen? Are they going to beat me up? Are they going to, chase me out of their store? I did a lot of cold calling in traditional sales when I was many years ago. I've literally knocked on doors, sold cable television. I had a short stint in the radio industry and sold advertising, and I cold called and literally beat the streets and walked into all these places of business. So I have a lot of experience in and out of network marketing when it comes to cold calling. And I think, the reason it's a cuss word, because everybody wants to take the easier road. They want to take the road of least resistance, right? Human beings that just want to do that. That's what we do. I want to take the path of least resistance, but it's like, hang on a second. If I don't have a lead today, if I don't have somebody to talk to grow my business, and I got to eat, or I got to make my sales, or I got to make my sales quota if I'm in a job, an employed sales position, I got to do something to grow my business. And I think what's really important is that you build the necessary strengths, right? If you're in traditional sales, you need to be able to communicate, to engage, to be able to sit down, to be able to shake somebody's hand, to be able to see them, to be able to talk to them on the phone, to be able to interact and engage, have that human interaction. I am absolutely 100% of the opinion as well in network marketing and direct selling. You can't survive in this business by hiding behind your computer. Yeah, you can make money, and there's plenty of people that do really, really well promoting on social media and prospecting on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and all those things, which are all beautiful things that allow us to go grow our business. But, the funny thing is somebody's on social media and they're reaching out to somebody that they don't know, they don't have a relationship with them, and they're messaging them. That's essentially a cold call, right? But the thing about that experience is it's less intimidating because I'm hiding behind my computer screen. And I've said this in many trainings. I've said this in coaching groups. I think that there's a whole swell of people, like a generation of people that are in the network marketing profession specifically, that are not working on flexing the necessary muscle, because it's easier to hide behind the computer screen and I don't have to face my fears. I don't have to face my demons. I don't have to face my inadequacies. And then unfortunately, one day is going to come along and your company president's going to say, we want you to speak at this event, or we'd like to have you lead this mastermind. And you're going to be like, unable to do it because you've been hiding behind your computer screen, right? Do what works, right? If messaging on Facebook is producing huge results for you, you're growing an amazing team, you're ATMing or whatever you're doing, beautiful, that's great. But I still think it's really important for you to flex the muscle that you're going to be using in this business, which is the communication muscle, the engagement muscle, the relationship muscle. And I know why cold calling is a quote cuss word, because it's harder, right? It forces you to face your demons. It forces you to face your stuff. But it's like, how can you get better at something that you're constantly running away from, right? It's like, analogy I use, and I think this is a great analogy. I grew up playing competitive tennis, and I had a great forehand, and I didn't have a very good backhand. And so early in my, competitive tennis days, I had guys that would quickly realize that, oh my gosh, this guy's got no backhand. I'm going to beat this guy. I'm just going to serve it to his backhand every single time. And I lost match after match after match. And I was like, finally, I'm sick of this. So I really worked on my backhand. And I worked on it until my backhand was actually almost better than my forehand. And so it was a weakness of mine, and it was causing me to get beat. And I hated losing. And so I was like, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on this. So look, the truth is, and you need to face this if you're in sales, if you're in network marketing, you have got to do whatever you've got to do to go grow your business. And if it involves cold calling, if it involves reaching out to people that you don't know, that aren't expecting your call or aren't expecting your message, then that's what you've got to do. Now, of course, I do believe that all of you, regardless of what you're in, need to have marketing skills, need to understand, what can I do to generate a lead? What can I do to have somebody come to me? But most people, especially if they get involved in network marketing, they don't have the marketing savvy. They don't have the marketing skills to generate enough leads on their own to be able to keep busy enough to create the production that's going to create the result. So to me, if I was working with a brand new person, I'd start to make sure they understand marketing and understand how to do things to attract people to them and all of that. But what can we do right now to put money in your pocket? What can we do right this very second that's going to help you create a check? Now, that's why, in any business, if you open up an insurance agency, a pizza joint, network marketing, whatever it is, first place you're going to go is you're going to go to warm market. You're going to go, hey, I just opened up this insurance agency. I'd love for you to be my customer. If you open a pizza joint, hey, can you come over and have a slice? Just open up the pizza joint. In network marketing, we all know, first place people typically go is warm market. Hey, who do you know, right? But once you get past that, and for me, I quickly got past that. When I started at 22, my warm market wasn't very good. A bunch of young kids that just didn't have any motivation. So I blew through that very quickly, and I had to get into doing other things, which caused me to get into cold market. And I actually got into advertising very, very early, probably within 3 months of being in my first network marketing business, which was very expensive and a very expensive learning curve. I'm spending money in LA Times, Orange County Register, generating leads, running print ads. And even that game, that's the marketing advertising game. That's where you have to understand copywriting, headlines, understanding how to split test, understanding sample sizes, and that is a journey. That's a process, right? But I understand why cold calling is a cuss word. It's a cuss word because it's harder. It causes you to have to step up to your greater self, which don't you think you should be doing anyhow? Don't you think you should be stepping up and becoming a better person every day, more highly skilled person, a more confident person, so that you are untouchable, that you're so good at what you do that you'll do it anywhere without hesitation? Don't you think that's the place that you should be? Well, if I think you'd probably say that it is. I can't imagine somebody say, no, that's stupid, that sucks, that's a bad idea, Todd. Well, if that's the case, then you're going to be on this journey of growth and development to work on your skills, to get better, to develop the confidence. But I don't think you can. Another thing is you can't ever get good at the thing you never do. And I didn't do this episode to say go cold call. I mean, but look, if you ain't doing nothing, you're like, who am I going to talk to? Maybe you got to do some cold calling. What's it going to do? It's going to build some muscle. It's going to build some strength. Yeah, you're going to be intimidated. Yeah, it's not going to feel super comfortable the first time, the second time, the third time you do it. But I'll tell you now, you do it over and over again. You work on it. You commit to the process. You commit to getting better. A year from now, you look back, you're like, I hated doing that. Now I love it. It's a blast. I actually love cold calling. I love, meeting somebody new that I haven't yet met yet. Haven't yet met yet? Yeah, just like that. Have not yet met yet. So, but being able to do that, I don't know how many cold calls I've made, but too many to count. Thousands and thousands and thousands. And it's great, man. It gives you curveballs, gives you experience, gives you the opportunity to learn, to engage, to meet new people. Not every cold call is fun. I've had people know, get out of my store. I'm not interested. I don't buy radio advertising. I don't do network marketing. What? Why'd you call me? I'm like, okay, cool. Gone. Next one. And then, but you want to get to that point where you can say, yep, okay, no problem, next one. The emotional detachment to the experience. But I just had to do this video because it's just, it's funny, people downplay or trash talk cold calling. It's like, wow, cold calling is dead, or why I'll never cold call anybody ever again. And what does that do? That's like, I mean, here's that person that's talking about why cold calling is so whatever, and they're marketing to you and they're selling you whatever they're selling you, which is not cold calling, some system or something to generate leads. Who knows what it is? You know, they're obviously clearly good at marketing because they know exactly what your fear is, what your greatest fears are, and they're literally feasting on your fears. That's what marketers do. So I just think it would be really important to you just kind of look at yourself, go, do I want to be successful in this network marketing to direct sales business? Do I want to be successful in sales? If that's the case, then you need to flex the communication muscle. You need to work on your craft, which is something I say all the time. And then, you know, when you get good, you look back and you go like, why did I avoid it? I actually enjoy this. This has produced results for me. I've created amazing, I have a lot of great friends, but I have one person that's immediately top of my mind. Amazing friend I've known for 18 years. I cold called him out of a magazine. And I've cold called tons of people that I have great relationships with to this very day. I never would have met the guy had I not made the cold call. The key is you getting to a point where you no longer fear it. And you look at it in a different, with a different set of lenses where it's like, hey, cool, I'm gonna go meet somebody today. Who do I get to meet today? Who do I get to connect with? Whose life do I get to impact? Who do I get to bring value to? Who can I create a relationship with where, you know, if they like what I do, maybe they'll join and their life will be different as a result of it. So, yeah, cold calling the cuss word. I don't know. It's just so funny to me. Anyhow, I don't know where you're at. You're here. Maybe you're on my podcast. Maybe you're on YouTube. Maybe you're on my website. I don't know. But if you want to get the details, love to hear comments from you guys on this subject and any other subject that I put out. If you go to toddfalcone.com/episode 83. Excuse me, no, toddfalcone.com/episode 93. That's right, toddfalcone.com/episode 93. You get the rest of the details on this episode, other free resources on my page. Appreciate you for plugging in. You want to flex that muscle. See you on the next episode.